Three key solutions.
That's what I said.
Noting that no one solution is going to fix absolutely everything, but there are three key things that the Greens have been campaigning for a really long time to fix the housing market. One is a register for property managers and landlords. We do not have a meaningful backstop to understand who owns these properties, and therefore ultimately how we ensure that we raise the bar of responsibility in order to actually meet the likes of the Residential Tenancies Act healthy home standards. The second is turning those healthy home standards into a rental warrant of fitness, which we've discussed time and again on this show. And the third is rent controls. Bear with me on this, because we currently have within the Residential Tenancies Act forms of rent controls around, for example, the inability to raise rents more than once every 12 months.
When the host says, "What do you think of that, David?" What do you think he's going to say? Oh yeah, a great idea. I'm hopeful that's what he says.
Never work.
No, I think he's going to support it. That's what I think. I think he'll be for it.
Oh, okay. However, what the evidence shows is that if we move to a no-cause eviction model, then landlords can kick out their tenants in order to increase rents.
I just want to go back to that. I just want to go. Hang on, I'm sorry. I just want to go back to the owners and. Aren't you in saying that that's, you know?
I just want to clarify something, because I think it's really important. I'm sure most people have got it, but for the one person watching that doesn't, what Chloe's saying is if there's no fault evictions, and you want to put the rent up but you can't legally, you just boot the people out, you put the rent up, you bring people in. So that's why the evidence, as Chloe cites, shows that no fault eviction, or no cause eviction, I think it is, enables rents to go up more quickly. Because the landlord will go, oh shit, we've got to replace that roof. Oh shit, I need $50 more a week. Okay, you guys are gone. See ya. And then add 50 on and re-advertise the place.
And look, let's be clear, that happens now, but landlords have to come up with a reason.
Sure.
Like, you can evict anyone on a shorter term if they're going to do major renovations, or if they're going to live in it, or that sort of thing. And then, oops, oh, okay, no, I don't need to do the renovations. It was all a mistake. I was mistaken. New tenants, rent's gone up $100.
Yeah.
If they don't even have to do that fig leaf anymore, then, yeah. How often? Yeah, I don't like your face. You asked me to fix too many things. Fuck off. We'll get someone else in.
We'll get someone else.
That knows. And if you're a tenant and you know you can get booted for anything, are you going to stick up for your rights?
Yeah. All right. No. This has got lessons. About 60 seconds to go.
I just want to go. Hang on. I'm sorry. I just want to go back to the owners and. Aren't you in saying that that's, you know, owning a property is kind of inherently makes you a bad person in some way? You know, we want to make sure that, you know, there's a specific type of person that's not owning a whole lot of property.
No, what we want to do is have an informed public debate. Right now, we know that there's approximately 120,000 landlords. We know that there's approximately 1.5 million renters in this country, but we don't have meaningful understanding of who owns what, and therefore, if there are bad actors, how we can raise the bar. No, it's ultimately about creating a public policy environment.
It's a witch hunt. And I'm sorry, but this is the kind of populism that I'm getting tired of. If
it's
only we could
find some evidence about who owns what in this country.
Oh, David's getting
Populist
tired of
says
it.
What?
Oh, David.
Surely that is an important thing.
No, because what's important is that we make it easier to build a house, make it easier to be a landlord. And if you want to talk about evidence, Chloe, you guys had 6 years. You beat up on landlords, you put more restrictions on, you put more taxes on. Rents went up $200 in 2 years. That's the evidence, Chloe. Now we're making it easier to build a house, make it easier to be a landlord, so people have choice and prices can come down.
There you go. That's the end of the two clips. Joey, I mean, again, you know, no pushback for why did it go up by $200 a week. Lots of solutions from Chloe. That seems to be media, New Zealand media 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a dreadful interview. Look, once again, whether you agree with Chloe or not, she stated what she thought was something that could change it. She stated the reasons for it really clearly. You know, look, I'm not even on board with everything. I'd like to see more about rent controls to really understand how that would work. But when it comes to licensing property managers and that sort of thing, absolutely. Remember, most property managers are frustrated real estate agents. There are just absolute horror stories from rental agencies and rental property managers and they're just too common, and they're just too similar to look at and not go, this is a problem. So yes, I think that should be solved. I also agree with the rental warrant of fitness, because as much as the healthy home standard moved the needle a little bit, I don't think it moved it enough to provide people with warm homes that keep them healthy.
Yep.
You know, we've got a lot of old homes, and most of them are rentals. You know, the benefits to the entire country are very, very clear. The benefits to the owner's property portfolio may be less clear, which is where Seymour's coming in. Yeah, I'd like to know more about rent controls.
Yeah,
Before I really weigh in on that. I also love David Seymour talking about populism. Because there were two politicians on that couch, and one of them was definitely a populist. And I don't think it's who David Seymour thought it was.
What is that? I'm rubber and you are glue. What you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
That's projection. It's always projection. Every accusation is an admission.